doing my next phone unboxing in my run of Android phones that are cheap from China. This one's a HomTom, the first cheap Chinese Android phone I bought. It was pretty good, but it had a inherent flaw with this particular unit, maybe not the model range, but this particular unit, where it would randomly reboot once or twice a day for no particular reason. So ended up replacing it. This is the Xiaomi Mi 4. It's the cheaper of the Xiaomi phones. And this one is the, I'm not too sure, I'm going to have to open it up and find out. Let's go for it. So I've got my scissors, so I'm doing this freehand today because why not? And I'm currently recording this on a Motorola G4 Play, also cheap Android phone. Though this one was, the one I'm recording on was sourced locally from a local Officeworks. It was a $200 outright handset, which has actually done me quite well for the year and a half that I've owned it. However, it's starting to do a few weird things, and because of the heat that we have, the LCD and the touch panel is starting to delaminate from each other. So, and it's having its own set of issues. The GPS has stopped working at one point. I ended up having to get the logic board replaced under warranty, which is brilliant, by the way. When a brilliant reason to be buying your phones locally. But in this case, I was watching a review on YouTube the other about a week or two ago, and it mentioned this phone. I'm like, oh, that looks alright. So I was investigating the specifications of it, and so far so good. I mean, I haven't seen any particular reason not to try another cheap Android phone from China. Thought, bugger it, I'll give it a shot. So I've got this one here listed up on eBay to cover the cost for this one. I mean, this phone only cost, delivered, $130 something Australian, which is a reasonable price for a phone. Let's see if I can get this out. There we go. So what we've got a, covers up the stickers and stuff. Got a A1 Pro, A1 Focus, you bastard. Umidigi, there you go. Let's see. Thought, no, I'll give it a go. I'll get something a bit different. And so this is basically what I'm getting. Let's do a size comparison. This is something I couldn't find on the internet, a size comparison with some standard phones. So that's the new one, and these here are the previous phones, which are roughly the same physical dimensions. I mean, this one here is almost exactly the same dimensions as the Moto G4 Play. So, you know, between that and that, it's pretty decent. And this one's came with a soft cover for the back, which is good because I always like having those, and it comes with a pre-installed screen protector, which I reckon's really good too, because I always have issues getting them installed properly and actually leaving and not leaving air bubbles, which seems to be my biggest problem with doing it. So boot him up, just make sure it works and that. I'll give this a run for a few days before going on the internet and saying I've received it, because I said I received this one as soon as I got it, and it had issues, and by that time it was just too much hassles to send it back. This one was about $100, Australian as well. So I actually did a video review on this one. But yeah, so that's the handset there. What I'll do, I'll go through and set it up and get familiar with it a little bit, and once I've gone through all that, I'll do a bit more of a review on the unit. Anyway, thanks for watching.